Hello everyone, welcome back to my screenshot project series. Today I am going to explain my task 13, which is the product registration process including image uploading. In this module, sellers can register new products into the system. The system includes user authentication, role-based access control, dynamic category loading, image uploading with validation, database insertion, success and error handling. Okay, in my previous video about my task 12, we discussed the design part of our register new product page. So here we are going to discuss our programming part of this page. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, first I'm going to fill the fields and check whether they stored in our database. Okay, let's start. I add mobile practice as my product title, and I added description like high quality mobile practice, and I selected category mobile app development, and I add 1,800 rupees, and I select advanced level and I select active status, and now I add the image. Okay, I add this image. Okay, now I'm going to register our product. In here we can also remove our image and we can add a new one. Okay, now you can see that. Okay, now we add all our details and register product. Okay, success, your product has been registered successfully. Okay, let's check whether it successfully stored in our database. Okay, I refresh our table. Okay, now you can see our details are stored successfully in our product table. So this is our details. Okay, now let's move to see our backend logic. Okay, now I will explain the full script step by step in a clear flow. Okay, first here in our product register.php file, first I start the session. This is very important because the system needs to know which user is logged in, because session helps to store user information like login status, user role, user ID. Without session we cannot control access. Then here I connect the page to the database. This allows me to retrieve categories, insert product data, and also store image file. This file contains the database connection configuration. In here, I check the user is logged in. If not, I use the remember me authentication file. And this improves security and user experience. After that, here and here, I check two things. Is the user logged in and is the user a seller? Only sellers can access this page. This prevents unauthorized users from the registration products. This is called role-based access control. Okay. Now I retrieve categories from the database. This query selects category ID and name and orders them alphabetically. This helps the drop-down menu show all field available categories dynamically. If admin adds a new category, it will automatically appear. And then here I store the database results in an array, and this allows me to look through them in the HTML form. And then after form submission, the system can show success message and error message. This improves user feedback. After that, this is the main form. This is required because the form includes image upload. Without this, image cannot be sent to the server. And the form collects product title, description, category, price, level, status, image. We already discussed in our previous video about our tasker, and all fields are marked as required. So I also added maximum character limits for validation responsive design. This ensures data accuracy. And then here I restricted file type to images only, and then I check file type, then this limits image size to 5 MB. This limits and also this protects the system from large files. Then here I use the file reader to show image preview before uploading. This improves the user experience. And then user can remove the selected image before submissions. This gives flexibility to our page. And then when the user clicks register product, the form data is sent to product register process.php. Okay. Now let's move to our product register process.php. In that file, I'll start session again, validate user, get form data using post method and validate all inputs, handle image upload and insert product into database. Okay, let me explain one by one. In here, in the beginning of the process file, I'll check whether the user is logged in. If the session does not exist or the user is not authenticated, the system stops immediately. This prevents unauthorized access to the product registration process. This is my first security layer. Okay, then here I check the user role. Even if someone is logged in, only users with the seller role are allowed. If the user is not a seller, the system stops. This ensures role-based authorization. And then here I retrieve the seller's user ID from the session. This is important because when inserting the product, I need to link to the correct seller. Okay. Here, in this section, I collect all form data using the post method. I also use string to remove extra spaces and int val for category ID and also float val for price. This ensures proper data formatting. Here, another validations for title length, description length, category section, and also I validate the input data, then I check title is empty, title is less than 150 characters, description is not empty, description is less than 1000 characters, category is selected, and here this prevents invalid data entry. And then this is very important because even if user selects a category, I verify it exists in the database. This prevents manipulation of fake category IDs. This is server-side validation. And here I created predefined arrays for valid levels and statuses. And then I check whether the selected value is inside the allowed list. This prevents unauthorized values from being inserted. Here I check whether the image is uploaded correctly. If not, the process stops. And here this is advanced validation. Instead of trusting the file extension, I check the real mean type. This prevents fake file uploads. And then I limit image size to 5 MB. This improves performance and prevents server overload. And if the upload folder does not exist, I create it automatically. Then this ensures the system works even if folder is missing. And I generate a unique file name using user ID, random bytes, and also original extension. This prevents file overwriting and name conflicts. Here, this function moves the uploaded file from temporary storage to the permanent uploads folder. And here, this is the final step, and I insert all validated data into the product table. I also store the image URL and seller ID. This connects the product with the correct seller. So, if any error occurs, I catch it, and I also delete the uploaded image to avoid unused files. So this keeps the system clean. So this process file follows a structured follow authentication check, role validation, input retrieval, server-side validation, category verification, image validation, secure file upload, and also database insertion and error handling. So this ensures security, data integrity, and proper product registration. So this implementation of Task 13 demonstrates secure backend development with proper validation, authentication, authorization, and file handling techniques. So thank you so much for watching, and hope to see you in my next video.